guys, welcome back to the Green Stage, the channel of self-awareness and guiders to those who are going through the ascension process, spiritual awakening process. Yeah, that's what I'm here for, is to help guide you through your ascension journey with self-awareness. So this February, there's a full moon in Leo. Today, actually, when I'm filming this, for where I am in Minnesota. And Leo energy in general, first off is Sagittarius. And Sagittarius is all about freedom. So when I was doing my research, I got super excited because that is what my vision board was all about for the past year. I kind of made it like halfway through the year last year. But, so, you know, and with it being a full moon, the full moons are all about releasing and what we need to let go of in order to bring the new in. And so I feel as though this full moon in Leo is here to help us discover the things that we need to release in order to transform into our next, highest and best selves, which is the ascension process. Don't mind my old nail polish, by the way. This stuff needs to come off. But I wanted to get this out while it was still fresh in people's mind to try to flow with the moon and flow with the process. So, before we get started, please like and subscribe. Send my channel to other people you think may benefit from it. And if you would like to leave a donation, if this resonates with you afterwards, you can find my PayPal link in the description box. Okay, so since it is the Leo full moon, that has to, really do with our solar plexus chakra, the color yellow, that empowerment and, empowerment and confidence, right? So I chose yellow things. It's going to be a 2-part tarot reading this time. First, we're going to have crystals here to choose from to figure out what spirit is helping you release. So what you need to work on releasing, right? And this energy, I just saw 2 to 3. So 2 to 3 months, I want to say, is about how long this energy will really be strong for you, but it will last for the next 2 to 3 years. What you do in this moment is really going to have a strong effect of where you're at in the next 2 to 3 years. Okay, and then the second part is I chose household items, random things that I had that were yellow, that to signify the blessing that was coming in to you. And the first one is an origami flower that I just made with my kids. We were just bored one day, so I said, let's start making origami. We had paper, let's use what we have, right? Highlighter and a greenish, yellowish candle succulent, right? Okay, so the timestamps will be below for each of them. First, what you're going to do is choose your crystal, and then you can choose which of these. So you don't have to choose the same column or anything. You can just choose your crystal and then also choose your object. So we are going to get into our first crystal. And if you hear any kids in the background, that's just my kids running around, living their best lives, okay? They are happy and content, and I'm here with you guys. Okay, so we have this yellow, I'm not even sure what it is. Yellow citrine, maybe. Merkaba crystal. And so we're going to start with you. See if that's in the screen there. And start with, what is the universe helping you to release? Your card out is a change in the wind in reverse. I have my initial intuitive reaction to it, but I still want to read the guidebook, especially because when it comes in reverse, that means it has an extra special message for you. And the protection message for this card, it's a 3-card numerologically, says, there are conditions brewing in your life you have no control over. Don't fight them. Change is inevitable and it's for the best, for the higher good. Even if this storm blows away, the structures you think you've built your dreams on, all will turn out as it should. You will have renewed clarity and strength to do something even better. Spirit is your ally. And so what this card is saying, and it's what the book is saying is that things are happening in your life that you might not be happy about right now. You or maybe carrying something for a long time and doing your best to build it up, to keep it strong, to keep it safe and secure, but even with all of your hard work, it's being taken away from you. And that's not by chance, is what the guidebook is saying. And intuitively, the way I picked up on it was as you're not letting something be taken from you, right? Something is being taken out of your life that you are trying very, very hard to hang on to for whatever reason, because you maybe put a lot of energy into it, or because you had a lot of time investment. That could be a business, that could be a friendship, a relationship, But this card is asking you to understand that whatever is taken from you is always for your best and highest good. Is always for your best and highest good. It might not look that way in the moment, but in retrospect, when we look back on these things, in 10 years, 15 years sometimes a month later, we realize that Spirit was right, and us trying to hold on to it just created unnecessary stress and struggle in our lives. Your Moonology card out is Balance Spirituality and Practicality, Full Moon in Pisces. I have to show this. Okay, back of the deck energy that you had for the Wisdom of the Oracle cards deck was Higher Power in reverse, and Surrender to the Divine, full moon. And both of those cards are basically saying the same thing. It's saying that you have not been surrendering to the divine, and you need to surrender to the divine. Whatever you have going on in your life, whether it's a relationship falling apart. I mean, it's some sort of relationship, right? Everything is within relation to us in some way, whether that's a job, a friendship, a marriage, diet, exercise, parent, child, everything is in relation to us in some way. So whatever it is that you have going on that the divine is trying to take from you, what they're trying to help you change is to flow with it. Because you trying to struggle and hold on is only creating more stress for you. And since this is the channel of self-awareness, there's your self-awareness. Learn to let go of the things that are no longer serving you, and that the divine himself is trying to take away from you. Because anything that the divine is trying to take away from you is only for your best and highest good. It's only to show you the structures and foundations within your life that were not solid, that are not providing you exactly what it is that you want and deserve within this lifetime, which is safety, stability, security, trust, unconditional love, steady flow of income, partnership, whatever that is. So your next card out was balance, spirituality, and practicality. You have been putting a lot of time into the practicality, but not enough into the spirituality. Because if you're putting time into the spirituality, you would know that the divine was trying to take it away from you for a bigger reason, for a higher good, a higher purpose. And that in the moment, it sucks. But if you were actually flowing with it, you would know that the divine has your back. So the next thing that Spirit is trying to help you change with this full moon is the lack of balance that you have with your spiritual side and your practical side, with your 3D human side, with your matrix side. And if you like to learn more about the matrix and everything, and the 3D and how it's all connected and how it all works together with spirituality, please let me know in the comments. So for the next thing that Spirit is wanting to help you release with this Leo full moon, we have the Knight of Wands. Back of the energy is the Death card. I love how that showed up in a full moon. What are you needing to release? Reading. Now, before I get into this card, I'm seeing with this full moon in Pisces energy is that's another full moon, and Spirit is trying to help you. First off, it's another full moon, but secondly, it's Pisces, and that is a water energy. And the water elements have to do with our emotions and intuition, and the moon is about that. So also what Spirit is trying to help you release with this Leo full moon is maybe the emotions attached to a situation or a connection. Maybe that's what you've been having a hard time letting go of. Maybe it was a business that you started that things need to now evolve into something else. You need to let go of what wasn't working, right? Balance that spiritual side of it. Know that it's not, that part's not working, so it's time to let it go. And once you do that and you balance the spirituality and the practicality, then you will find this new energy with the Knight of Wands. This new, and not new, it will be maybe a renewed sense of direction in something, in a direction that you were already heading in. Maybe you sort of veered off track and now you're getting back on track. Maybe you have that passion reignited for whatever it is that you had going on, whether it's a business, whether it's making a relationship work. Maybe you keep looking at a relationship spiritually, thinking, oh, we are, so great on paper, right? Or in your head, but practically it's just not working. Maybe Spirit's been trying to get you to let that go. Or I'm trying to see what other situations I could be seeing. I don't know how many people will eventually see this. But there are so many different scenarios that this could be going in. But whatever it is, know that it is falling apart because it's time for it to die and to rebuild, to find new energy to come in and rebuild with this passionate, fiery, Leo energy. I love how that came out like that. Okay, so that has been pile number one's reading for what Spirit is trying to help you release with this full moon. Keep watching or scroll down below to find your next reading with the yellow items to see what blessing Spirit will be bringing in for you once you release these things with the Leo full moon. Thank you for watching. Please like, follow, or please like and subscribe. Follow if you're on Facebook and Instagram. If you like this reading and it resonated with you, you can leave a donation. The link of my PayPal is in my description box. It is not ever expected, but it is so greatly appreciated. And if you'd like to purchase any of the cards that was used here today, you can find the links to my Amazon affiliates also in the description box. See you next time. Bye. Okay, pile two. I hope this was pile two. I kind of got them mixed up a little bit. I apologize. But you will notice when you see the stone, and you can go to the right time in the description, right? Okay, so here is this stone's reading for what is Spirit helping you release with this February full moon in Leo. Okay, you got lucky with two cards. We have Thinker in reverse, Master number 44. You might want to look up Master number 44, Angel number 44. I'm sure that has some importance to you. And then we have Mending. Both cards in reverse. This is card 52. Reduces down to a 7 numerologically. So, first off, this reading was really inspired by Chloe Taylor here on YouTube. I keep mentioning her in my videos because I really love her energy and I love what she does. But it's just so fascinating, and I love how Spirit also brought out this card in a reading that she did recently, and I will link that reading in the description box if I remember, because it was such a great reading. It was spot on for me. But what I feel with this energy is that there are times when thinking has a place, right? And there are times when we overthink and get stuck. And what Spirit is trying to help you release this Leo full moon is that being stuck in the overthinking. They're trying to help you mend and fix what has led you into this energy of being so stuck, of feeling as though you can't move on, can't make a choice, can't find your happiness. And as I say that, I'm looking at the bottom of the deck energy here, and you have soulmates in reverse. 41 reduces to a 5 numerologically. And so I'm thinking this might have to do with a relationship. I'm really thinking a love relationship with the hearts, but it could be any sort of love relationship. It doesn't have to be, like a sexual love relationship. It could be a friendship. It could be a really close buddy at work. It could be a job that you loved. It could, it could be a number of so many different things. And I don't know how many people will be eventually watching this. So I have to keep it general. If you want a more private reading, you can schedule a reading with me on my website, and you can find that link in the description box. But let's see what else you have here with the Moonology card. I'm noticing the kids on here. What are they doing? I'm not quite sure what they're doing, but there's 2 kids on here. Maybe there's something from childhood, or maybe not necessarily from childhood, but it could seem almost like another life ago that this happened, and you still haven't healed, and you're still thinking about it. It's still holding you back in some way. It's preventing you from moving on, like I said. And as I say that, you get, don't let pride get in your way. Full moon in Leo. Full moon in Leo. I love that this showed up for the full moon in Leo reading. Spirit is trying to help you. Spirit is trying to help you to release your ego in a situation. I feel like you might owe someone an apology. I just felt like a really heated energy. Maybe you prejudge someone, or you judge someone too harshly. And now you've been really, they keep coming back up in your mind. Maybe. And if you're wondering if it's time to reach out and apologize, this is your sign that yes, you should do that. What is Spirit trying to help you release with this Leo full moon? Is trying to help you release your pride, so you can get unstuck. Or maybe it's something from childhood that is keeping you stuck and in this thinker energy. And if that's the case, then seek help. There are amazing therapists out there. And I can link to a therapist and amazing therapists that I know, if you feel like you need that level of help. And if you just need some gentle guidance to help you through the situation, then you can find me. My website is in the description box. You can set up a chat with me. And then, as I look at the bottom of deck, you have adjustments are required, third quarter moon. I feel as though you have been in your head about something for a very long time. And it's either something from childhood, maybe something that happened that you keep replaying in your head, which, is basically self-abuse. So please stop doing that. Or it could be a lost friendship from childhood that you feel lost without, or just a past relationship. It doesn't have to necessarily be from childhood. It could just be a while ago that this happened. 2 years or more is what I'm seeing. 2 years or more that you are still holding on to this. What you have to, I feel as though there's something that you're not fully owning up to yourself about in this situation. And that is what has made you feel stuck. Whether that was your role in the relationship ending, whether that was you not putting in the effort that the other person fully deserved. Or the same with the job situation. I thought I felt the card shift. Okay. And then your last card out, your tarot card here, is the Six of Wands. And this is normally a really great card. And what is Spirit trying to help you release? That Six of Wands energy is you needing to be right. I feel like this was a situation where you probably said some things that you should not have said. And you burned some bridges. It's really how I'm feeling. And as I cut the deck, you have the Knight of Swords on the bottom. And that really does have with your voice and sometimes being brash and rushing into situations and saying things and not thinking. And your bottom of the deck energy is the Four of Cups. That's apathy and not. That's refusing to see the love that Spirit is trying to extend out to you, that the universe is trying to hand you. That's refusing to see it. I feel like that's you refusing to see the beauty in a relationship or a friendship. Or a relationship or friendship is mostly what I feel like. But it could also be in a work situation. Maybe a collaboration. You're refusing to see the gift in it. And if you didn't use your words to say something to someone, you definitely thought you were too better than someone and you moved on without them. And you now maybe regret that because you now are questioning what it may have been like if you had not given up on something in pursuit of this other thing that you found that you thought would be more successful for you. That could be letting go of a relationship to pursue furthering your education. That could be letting go of a relationship to pursue another relationship. That could be I'm really taking note of this horse moving in this direction, and normally I don't. So it's like running away from something when either you were too young to know any better, and now you continue to let your ego get in your way of going back towards that direction, or it's running away from something because you just honestly didn't know better even as an adult, and you're still letting your pride get in the way. That is really how I'm reading this situation. If it is not resonating with you, because it really does sound very more general, not as generalized, please choose another pile, or perhaps I'm not the right reader for you. So, moving on to the final pile here, or the final crystal pile of what is Spirit trying to help you release. I think this may be a jasper. I'm not 100% sure. Okay, with this crystal though, I really love it because it has like the red and the yellowish orange color on it. And I always see that as like a combination of the root chakra, the sacral chakra, and the solar plexus. And that's when I typically grab it, is when I am wanting to be balanced and grounded, and to be grounded, to be in my creative flow, and to also feel more powerful, more self-confidence. So I have not, I didn't have that sort of initial intuitive reaction to any of the other piles. So that might be something that you are really working with right now, and that you are trying to accomplish for yourself. Or maybe that's what Spirit is trying to bring in for you. So we have Unfinished Symphony, number 10. Ten is definitely a card about endings and beginnings, so that's very cool that you got that one. I'm going to read the book on this one and show it to you. Okay, Unfinished Symphony in reverse. When unfinished business casts a shadow over your life, it is a reminder that procrastination is a form of self-sabotage. It is not in your best interest to stall. Even stumbling forward is better than holding back. Don't overthink things or let yourself get distracted. Just tie up any loose ends and deliver the results. Don't quit before the finish line. Spirit wants you to win. Okay, so Spirit is wanting you to release procrastination. They're wanting to help you get over a slump that you've been in. And I'm thinking creatively with, the music notes there in the piano. A creative slump is what I feel you've been in. Maybe you have been creating things, and I'm getting the chills as I say this, but not actually putting your material out there because you don't think it's quite perfect yet, right? Maybe this is my pile because I've been there. And today, all of a sudden, I was like, I don't care if the sun goes down and I don't have the full effect that I want, and things don't look perfect, or my kids are in the background making a lot of noises, right? Everything happens for a reason, and I need to just stop self-sabotaging myself, because really those are just reasons why I can't do something. That is the epitome of self-sabotaging. So I feel like Spirit is coming to help you and me this February Leo full moon, to help us stop self-sabotaging ourselves and get out of our own way, to allow the blessings that are supposed to come in to actually come in. You got 2 of these cards. Lucky you. First one out, which is awesome, and also had to do with another pile. So if you were interested in another pile, you might want to just go check it out. But it is actually, no, it's not the same card as another pile. This is the new moon. They got the full moon. This is confidence is your key to success. New moon in Leo. When would the new moon in Leo be? What would that be? Probably early November sometime. Don't quote me on that though. You might want to look that up. And then you have conclusions are within reach. Full moon eclipse. So full moon eclipses are extremely powerful energy because it's a full moon, and an eclipse just intensifies it. And the bottom of your deck energy that you had is emotions are running high, super moon, which goes really well with all of these cards. You know, your emotions are probably running high because you keep self-sabotaging, because you keep telling yourself you're not good enough. But you are good enough. And by November, December time, is that when the new moon in Leo is? I really hope that's when it is. Whenever the new moon in Leo is, and look, 6 of Wands wanted to fall out there and show itself. Whenever that is when you will be successful if you accomplish this lesson right now. If you start working on accomplishing and mastering this lesson of overcoming self-sabotage, overcoming the mental stresses and worries that make you self-sabotage, overcoming the negative self-talk that makes you sit still and too afraid to do anything, right? Conclusions are within reach. Once you just go. So I just got the image. I just saw Sing, the movie, in my head. If you know that movie, then you know. But I saw the koala when he was talking to, I think it's Ashley's character, the porcupine, and he said, just sing. And then Sing too, when she said it to, you know, I don't know the other guy's name, but she said it to, but still, just sing. So I think that's what Spirit is trying to help you get out of, this energy of not just singing, because once you just sing, you will get lost in the creativity and what you're doing and how much you love it, that you won't have time to second guess yourself anymore. And that's exactly how I'm feeling right now. Just even filming this and not doing it, you know, filming this and doing it when things are not perfect. Because that is really helping me to overcome my perfectionist energy, and I got the tingles as I said that. So maybe you also deal with perfectionist tendencies, and that is something that Spirit is trying to help you release, because you don't need to be perfect. You just need to have the right energy for the right people, and we all have our soul tribes out there, right? So the right people will find us when they are meant to find us. We just need to give it to God and trust our abilities and our intuition. So then your last card out, your tarot card, is the King of Pentacles. And typically this is a really great card. Oh, I think my kids are fighting. Hold on.
Yeah.
Okay, so as I say that, I was distracted by my kids. So maybe you have this unfinished symphony because you keep having distractions in life, and you think these distractions in this physical 3D life, right, with the King of Pentacles, are the universe's way of telling you to not go for something. But that's self-sabotage, right? Because life happens, distractions happen. And it's so cool that this is coming up again, because I was just telling myself this earlier. The whole point of life is to learn to go with the ebb and flow, to go with the distractions, right? Because kids and family, health, all that stuff, they are not distractions. They are the whole point in being here, in experiencing this. So I feel as though, and if this isn't work related, creative related, actually I'm feeling it's just straight creatively related. That could be creatively trying to, let's see what else is on here. Could have something to do with fashion. I'm seeing how she is dressed right now. And that's just, intuitively. I see lots of music here. Maybe you sing, maybe you play an instrument, maybe you are a comedian, maybe you make YouTube videos for something. You were just creative, and I really feel as though you try to put that creativity out into the world somehow. And if you don't think that's you, you can be creative in so many different fields. You could work at Walmart and just try to greet people in a way that makes them feel amazing every time they see you. That's being creative. That's being you. That's being authentic. You could, there's so many things that you could do. So many things that you could be doing. You could be a teacher, you could be a nurse, you could be a doctor. It's just about doing the thing that you do the way that you do it. And even if you're not putting things out there on social media or for the world to see, and you're just trying to be you, go about regular, everyday life, like most other people do, right? But it's still how you do it. And spirit, I think, is they are trying to help you break out of this I just got a completely other message. Maybe spirit could be trying to help you break out of this mold of what you tell yourself you have to be. Maybe you're always comparing yourself to someone else in the same industry, field, people, you compare yourself to people in relationships when you're not in relationships. Whatever this unfinished symphony is for you, that you aren't allowing yourself to be authentically you, because that's something else I see with Sagittarius energy. They just want to be themselves. They don't want to fit into any molds. They don't want to be told who they have to be, right? Maybe that's you. Maybe spirit is coming to try to help you break this mold that you have yourself in, so you can live life as your confident self and not worry about how people are perceiving you or reacting to you. And the only way to know that is if you just sing, if you just start, and then you will find out. I think you're seeing the world like this, like, oh, it's just not for me. It's not for me to do things differently, to shake the boat. It's not for me to act like that because no one else acts that way or dresses that way around me. I keep thinking comedian, so maybe there's someone out there who wants to be a comedian watching this. And if that is you, then please leave a comment in the comment section. I would love to support you and follow you. Whatever it is, I feel like you are trying to bring a lot of sunshine into people's lives, and you are doubting yourself. You're doubting your confidence and your ability to really do that. And Spirit is trying to help you maybe recognize that about yourself, recognize that you self-sabotage and you keep holding back who you fully are because of fear. Leo the Lion is all about strength. And if this is what you need to change, then you are being fearful. You are afraid, and something has been holding you back. And maybe it's fear is just false equivalence appearing real, right? So instead of your world looking like this, I always read these cards face up. And if they're really, really, really meant to come out in reverse, then they do. But otherwise, I just read the energy, by the way. Fear set up shop. And Spirit is coming to help you put it back in its place. That's the intuitive message that I am getting. So, thank you for being here. Please like, subscribe, follow if you are on Instagram and YouTube. If you would like to use any of the cards in the reading, you can find my Amazon affiliate links in the description box. If you resonated with this reading and felt that it helped you, you can send me a donation. The PayPal link is in the description box, but it is never, ever... I keep losing the words. I never expect it. It's never expected, but it's greatly appreciated. So share this with others if you think it has been beneficial and would help them. Remember, there is a part 2 to this. Go down into the description box and find the next timestamp for your reading on the blessing that Spirit will bring to you when this is all over. Okay, first up we have this origami rose. So I made this rose with my children. One day when we were just kind of bored and looking for something to do. So I feel like Spirit is trying to wants to bring more excitement into your life with this blessing, with the changes that you have made. Maybe more love as well. Friendship, because yellow roses have to do with friendship. But let's see what the cards have to say. I had a lot of fun making that origami rose, by the way. It was the first time that I had sat down to do something like that, and it worked out. So maybe Spirit's wanting to... Oh, that's way too many cards. Maybe Spirit is also wanting to bring into your life spontaneity, unexpected surprises, right? Okay. You have, oops, show you the card. The Observer card. So number 3 numerologically, if you would like to look that up at all. Let's see, what does the card say here? 49. Okay. It is an advantageous time for you to get some distance from what you're doing and see your work and projects from a different perspective. The trick is to connect with the essence of your goals and aspirations while letting the form and timing be dictated by spirit. You may be too personally attached to an outcome and unable to see the miracle because it's not turning out exactly as you planned. Trust spirit. The perfect vision of your abundance is right in front of you. Remain neutral and curious and watch the miracle unfold. So I feel like with this, what spirit is, the blessing that spirit will bring into your life once you master the lesson and the change that they're trying to bring into your life is an unexpected, like I said with the rose before, an unexpected happy ending to something that was maybe not going the way that you thought it should go. There was a pile that was talking about letting things go because spirit has something better to come in. So if you watch that pile and are now watching this one, then these are completely 100% connected, and my whole body is tingling right now. So this blessing with that telescope too, and the fox. So fox is all about like deceitful energy, trickster energy sometimes. And so I see that as with the telescope, it's you seeing the way that you were maybe tricking yourself. I'm not going to take those, but since this one showed itself, it says your commitment is being tested. Oops, maybe that's part of the lesson that you are going through. Maybe you've already learned this lesson before and now you are relearning it, or not relearning it, but you're being tested. And once you master it, you will be able to see this new perspective on maybe how you self-sabotage, how you have lied to yourself about a certain situation. Maybe how you can't change the situation. Maybe you will find the answer of how you are able to fix your situation. Moonology card out is work through your fears, new moon in Scorpio. So the new energy that spirit is trying to bring into your life is fearlessness. Fearlessness. Can you imagine being fearless and just trusting yourself, like, with the moon, trusting your intuition and just going after the things, just knowing something is for you and going after it. Knowing that going forward into the unknown is the beauty of all the things, and it's actually less fearful than sitting there experiencing the same negative, situation or effect over and over and over, right? So maybe with those work through your fears, the lesson or the blessing that is coming in is that spirit wants to show you where you are fearful and maybe holding yourself back and how to overcome those. The tarot card out that you have is Justice with the scales there. And I always see this as spirit bringing in justice. So here we go. Spirit is wanting to create that balance with the scales, help you bring balance back into your life. Maybe use your voice for something with that sword. Maybe you have not used your voice many times out of fear. And now Spirit is helping you to use your voice and rebalance all the times that you were not using your voice. Yeah, we have the sword. I never even noticed this equal sign on her shirt before, and that's really standing out now. We have the sword, which is basically the voice, the mental realm equals balance, right? Speaking your truth. Maybe it's speaking the truth to yourself about something, and you will find balance. You'll come into peace. So that's what balance really is. It's the, it's stableness. Maybe you will work through your fears and figure out how to make your life stable. Maybe figure out how to stop self-sabotaging and make your life stable or more stable. So for your blessings that Spirit wants to bring in with this full moon in Leo, after you work through the changes that they are trying to bring in and master them, right? They want to bring you peace from fear, and insight. Maybe insight into why you had those fears and letting go, realizing why you had those fears will help you to overcome them, possibly. Maybe you had to let go of a friendship, or you lost a friendship, and you've been afraid that it's going to happen again. And the blessing in revisiting, what happened and learning from the past, right? Learning from the past, seeing what went wrong, you'll be able to release those fears so you can go out and find balance and maybe not be too afraid to form relationships again or to try at a work endeavor again. But since this is the channel of self-awareness and self-care, I of course have to leave you with a self-care card for your overall message here, which is connect with your ancestors. Number 5, numerologically. Whatever your situation that you're going through, connect with your ancestors and your intuition to get through it. But then also at the end of it, one of the blessings that you will have is that you will have a stronger connection to your ancestors and to yourself and to your intuition. And that is a beautiful gift. So, thank you for being here. I hope you greatly enjoyed this. Please like and subscribe. Follow if you are catching any of this on YouTube, or not YouTube, Facebook and Instagram. If this really resonated with you and you would like to donate me, you can send a donate to the PayPal link in the description box. But it's never expected, but always greatly appreciated. If you would like to book a private reading to get a more personalized reading on your situation and the Leo full moon, you can find the link to my website in the description box. And if you're interested in any of the cards used here today, you can find my affiliate link also, in my Amazon affiliate link also in the description box below. Thank you for being here. Stay safe. All right, the next group out for the what blessings does this Leo full moon want to bring into you is this highlighter. With this highlighter, I feel like Spirit is wanting to help you. They're wanting to help highlight some area in your life. They want to help you be more aware in that area, or more aware of that area, or something along those lines. We will see what the cards have to say. But that is what I'm feeling with the highlighter. So what blessings does Spirit want to bring in for you with this Leo full moon? I'm not sure if that wanted to, I don't think it wanted to come out actually. I gotta know from Spirit on, oh, you got 2 cards. Okay, what blessings do Spirit wants to bring in? We have Imagine with card 20, reduces to a 2, and To the Sea with 7. I feel like Spirit is wanting to bring you, oops, I just dropped a card. We'll see. This is the card that fell out. It was also in another pile. The yellow rose. So if you were attracted to that pile, you might want to watch that one as well. But I feel as though Spirit is wanting to give you the time and the peace to imagine a new possibility. Maybe Spirit is wanting to bring some sort of miracle into your life that allows you the time and peace to really sit and be able to imagine a new world. Maybe you had to let go of a business and you've been stuck somewhere and it's been really difficult imagining a new world. Maybe a relationship ended. Maybe you lost someone you really cared about and loved, and you've been stuck. And it's been hard to imagine anything new, to dream, to have that childlike wonder. Oops. Did I show the cards? Anyway, have that childlike wonder to dream of something new, to dream of something different, and to dream with your wildest dreams and to not limit yourself. To the sea, she's sitting here in this bathtub. It has the arrow pointing that way. And she's reading something, probably a map. Spirit is wanting to bless you with the new vision of something more. A new vision of something greater, to lead you to more happiness. Oops. Oh, I have the cards all fakakta. Imagine. Where did you dream to go as a child? Maybe it's a place. Maybe it's a vacation. Maybe it's a place you wanted to live and you gave up on those dreams. Okay, we have those cards out. Oh, you got lots of cards. That's too many. Too many. I don't want any more than two. I want one, but I will settle for two, Spirit. Please. Okay, this one went flying out. Thank you very much. Your Moonology card out is take time to breathe out. Disseminating moon. Once again, the space for peace and to think and, to dream. That's how I see that. I feel like it resonates completely. And the bottom of the energy deck here is you and your loved ones are safe. I wasn't going to show it, but this is a card that always brings me peace. And I feel like you needed that peace as well if it wanted to show up like that. Take time to breathe out. You and your loved ones are safe. Maybe you've been in survival mode for a very long time. Struggling to, I don't know, maybe you live paycheck to paycheck and you haven't seen an end in sight, but you're coming up on that. And maybe Spirit is trying to show you that there is an end in sight. It might still be a long ways off, but you can imagine it. You can see it. Maybe Spirit is going to give you an epiphany, within your imagination, within your crown chakra, that will help you see your way out of a situation. And you just have to take time to be and to breathe. Breathe out. Allow yourself time to sit and to get out of survival mode. And it's okay to do that. Maybe Spirit is coming to show you that their blessing is showing you that it's okay to do those things, that when you do those things, the world won't crumble. Yes, your house might be a little messier than you might like. If you have kids at home and you have to take some you time, or you won't get all the laundry done. But it's okay, because that's not what we're here for. Maybe Spirit is going to give you some insight into your purpose here. And I can promise you it's not keeping up on the laundry and making sure your house looks perfect all the time. Let's see what else the cards want to say, though. You and your loved ones are safe. Maybe you have been go, and just so busy because you are so worried that if you slow down, things will go awry. If you're not the one keeping the ship afloat, that it will sink. And I think I just already said this, so if Spirit is bringing it back to me, it's because someone really needed to hear it. And maybe take time out to imagine what life would be like if you weren't always stressed out. What does that look like to you? Maybe what you, bottom of the deck energy is the Death card, right? This is the new beginning. And another pile got this as well. I can't remember it, but if there's another pile that you were drawn to, you might want to go check it out, because it could have been that pile. But you have the Nine of Wands out. And since this is what blessing does Spirit want to bring into your life, after you make these changes with the Leo full moon, I think this balances perfectly well. Usually this is the wounded warrior. This is, the person who's just been struggling and fighting and doing this grinding, right? But not seeing the results. This is Spirit bringing you the results. They're wanting to show you the results of taking time out for yourself and how rewarding that can be. or they're giving you some sort of miracle that allows you to take this pause, to take a respite. Sorry about the glare in there. Like I was saying in another part, I usually try to keep these so perfect with the lighting and sunlight and all of that, and never making videos at night. And then I realized I'm fighting myself. And maybe that's you. Maybe you've been fighting yourself. And Spirit is trying to show you that what they're trying to bring into your life, the blessing that they're trying to bring into your life, is that you don't need to fight yourself. That you can maybe take a pause, work with Spirit, and still see how things align so beautifully and so perfectly, because that is the way that life is designed. And once you discover that, it'll be easier to imagine a new world and to see a way out. So since this is the channel of self-awareness and self-care, I couldn't leave you without a self-care card. So let's see, self-care. To round out your entire reading, what blessing is Spirit trying to bring into your life with this Leo full moon? You know, maybe Spirit is trying to highlight how you overextend yourself, and once you are aware of this, the blessing in that is that you can now imagine something new and head in a new direction. Okay. Your first self-care card out was spend time with animals. It reduces down to a 3 if you are interested in the numerology. And then your last card out was sync with the moon. With these cards, maybe Spirit will bring you a familiar and a new animal, right? Or maybe you just really connect with the animals in nature and see the signs in them and the beauty in them. And Spirit wants you to get out in nature, and they will send you those signs. But you can't, maybe you've been so busy that you haven't gone out to see those recently, or you've been wanting a pet and you've been putting it off. And Spirit's going to let you imagine having that pet and, you know, really putting into form how you can make this happen for yourself. Or like I said, if Spirit is trying to give you a respite, a time out here, maybe this is you getting the time to go outside for a walk, to pay attention to the animals that you see in nature that Spirit might be sending your way, that you really have time to slow down and get out in nature and look at the signs, reconnect with Gaia, and ground yourself and sync with the moon. Maybe you will start to realize your patterns with the moon and how the moon affects you and your mood and your feelings, and learn how to work with the moon so you're not always working so hard. You're working smarter, not harder, right? You are learning when to take a rest out and can now see a life where you can now imagine a life where you can now have those moments out where you take a rest and you take the time needed for yourself to reconnect, to ground, and then get back into the fight, into the good fight. You know what I mean? So I feel like the blessing that you will be gaining after your lesson is, like I said, the blessing of peace and stillness and time to dream anew, hope for the future, working smarter, not harder, less stress, and learning how to be more aware of yourself and in tune with yourself and maybe with the animals around you. So thank you. This has been your reading. I hope you have liked this. Please like and subscribe. Follow if you are watching this on Instagram or Facebook. If you would like a more personalized reading, you can find my website in the description box below. You can go there and set up a reading with me. If you love this reading and would like to thank me for my time, you may leave a donation. You can find the link to my PayPal also in the description box. It is not anticipated, but it is strongly welcomed when you if you do donate. But also, if you would like any of these cards that I used here in the reading, you can find the Amazon affiliate links to those as well in my description box. Thank you so much for being here. I hope this has helped you. Thank you for helping me overcome my issues of perfectionism. So I will see you next time. Love to you all. Good night. Okay, final reading out. We have the candle Succulent here, and this is the final reading of what blessings is Spirit trying to bring to you after you make the changes with this Leo full moon. What blessings will come to you after making the changes with this Leo full moon? After releasing with this Leo full moon, what blessings? What blessings are Spirit trying to bring in? Ooh, okay. Let's release some energy here, succulent pile. It's like you're holding your breath here, like in anticipation. I feel like you have some strong opinions about what blessings you should be getting, and Spirit is probably I know Spirit is only going to bring you what you need, not what you want. So let go of that energy right now. You're going to get what you need, not exactly what you want. Sometimes you'll get what you want, but that's usually not the case, right? Okay. So you have 52, card 52, mending. And since this is, we're going to leave it in reverse. We're going to read it like this. 52, 5, 6, 7. With mending. I feel as though, and this card did show up in one of the changes that Spirit would like to bring your way pile. So if that showed up for you, then this is a confirmation that this is definitely your blessings pile. And if it did not show up for you, then it might be an indication that you need to go back and listen to another pile if you had an inkling about another pile. So for mending here, I feel, since this is a blessing and this is in reverse, I almost don't want to say this because it really goes back to what I was kind of feeling. I don't know, did I say it? Was I talking in my head? I don't know. Actually, no, I did say it. That Spirit will bring you what you need, not what you want. And the blessing that they are bringing you is that something that you have wanted to be mended will not be mended. Bottom of the deck energy, adjustments are required. This also showed up in another pile. It won't be mended, or it will not be mended exactly the way that you think it should mend it, or in exactly the time frame that you think it should happen in. Oh, actually, what am I doing? That was not the bottom of the deck energy for you. The bottom of the deck energy for you was round and round, 25. The spirals always tell me that you are transforming out, growing outward, maturing. Oh, look, 25 and 52. So maybe you've, it's a mirror, right? Maybe you are mending relationships with someone, or coming to terms, I think I should say, with a relationship with someone and maturing about said relationship, because you are realizing that this person is just a mirror to you, because that's how this matrix is set up, right? The people and situations and things that we come into contact with are only but mirrors to ourselves. And once we learn to work with that, then we realize that we can use it to our advantage. And I think that might be the lesson that the blessing that Spirit is wanting to bring into you if you make the proper changes now. Allow the proper changes to come in, I should say. Not make the proper changes. Allow them to come in. Because you don't have to do anything but let Spirit work. And they will do it. You just have to allow it to happen. There's something that it's not going to happen exactly as you want. And that is divine timing and divine plan. And at some point in your life, you will realize that. And like I said, I think if you didn't hear this before, but I feel like these readings, the energy will affect you for the next 2 to 3 years. So, your card out is take time to breathe out. Like I was saying in the beginning, you're holding your breath in anticipation because you want something to happen exactly as you want it, when you have to realize that that's not how it works. Your soul made a plan before it came here, and it's going to stick to that plan. Your ego, with its Leo full moon, is not going to get in the way right now, right? That's not happening. Take time to breathe out. They are helping you. Spirit wants to help you resolve this situation at the right time, when it is best for everyone involved. Maybe since you got 2 7s there, it could be 7 months. may also want to look up angel number 77, master number 77. And then the bottom of the energy that you had really this time is show the world the real you, full moon in Aquarius. Maybe you haven't been your true authentic self with the relationships in your life. Maybe that's because you were taught not to be, right? By different circumstances, events that may have happened in your life, and certain relationships fell away, not because they were not meant for you, but because they were not meant for you in the form that you are. So when you make the proper changes and grow and mature, these things will come back to you, but only at the right time, when it's at the best and highest good for all involved. So take time to breathe, because holding your breath is not going to make it come any faster. Actually, that makes it come slower, because you are preventing the energy from moving that spirit needs to do their job. Okay, so what else do we have out for the blessing spirit wants to bring to you after you make the necessary, after you allow the necessary changes to come in with this Leo full moon? Ooh. Okay, I will take the one that fell onto the floor, because the rest are too many. Look at that. How beautiful is that? You have the star out as your tarot card. Spirit wants to help make your dreams come true. Whether that is mending a relationship, fixing a failed business. I really feel like it's relationship. It could be a relationship with yourself. It could be a relationship with someone from your past. It could just be a relationship that happened a while ago. I'm seeing 2 years or more, and I think I said that when this card came out last time. But they're wanting to help you make your wish come true, whatever it is that you've been wishing for mending in. Bottom of the deck energy is 7 of Cups. Maybe you felt like you've had no options, right? With this 7 of Cups energy. And the new energy that Spirit wants to bring in after you allow these necessary changes are more options. I mean, more options aren't always necessarily the best thing, right? But maybe you're feeling stagnant and you just want options. Maybe you're healing from a broken heart, and now you're going to get options in love, options in friendship, options in jobs. I don't know. Whatever your situation is, if you'd like a more personalized reading, you can find my website in the description box. Now, since this is the channel of self-awareness and self-love, I could not let you go out without a self-care oracle card. So let's see, to round out, finish off the rest of your reading, what blessing would Spirit like to bring into you? Okay, maybe there's something I'm missing here, and that's why this is taking so long for these cards to come out. Or maybe you need to breathe again. Sorry if that was really loud in the microphone, but breathe. Thank you. The card that you had come... Oh. The card that you had come out, sorry, my battery's about to die here, is the card 3 with aromatherapy. Maybe aromatherapy will help with the changes that Spirit is wanting to bring into your life. You might want to do some research into that. But also, maybe they want to... When I think of aromatherapy, I think of calmness, ease, flow, relieving stress. I think, and with this 3 number, 3 is all about spirituality. They're wanting to help you reattune spiritually, maybe by using aromatherapy or crystal. She has a crystal here. And taking time to breathe out, taking time to breathe it in, but also taking time to breathe out. And to know that everything happens in divine timing and divine order and at the highest and best good for all. And when you know those things, it's easier to not stress out about it, right? So maybe this blessing, or to recap this blessing that Spirit wants to bring into your life, Spirit is wanting to bring you calmness and ease when it comes to this situation, and even healing in the situation, but at the right time. Hi, baby boy. So I think that is a sign that I need to be done here. Everything happens for a reason. Please like and subscribe. Follow along if you are catching this on Instagram and Facebook at all. Thank you so much for being here. I hope it resonated with you. If it did and you would like to leave or show some support, you can send a donation my way via PayPal. The link is in the description box, but it is never expected, but always appreciated when you do that. If you're interested in any of the cards used in any of these readings, you can find those Amazon links also in my description box, as well as if you would like to schedule a more personalized reading, you can find that in the description box as well. I hope this brought you some insight, and I hope it excites you about what you have to look forward to. Yeah, so thank you for being here, and I will see you next time. Bye, guys.